And the Bruins will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool, it's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Cox. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Cox. Breaks the tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Runs through a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Might as well stick with him. Oh, better look out. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to throw on second and short. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, and they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
This crowd knows when to bring it. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Bruins will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
They'll try to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball. Playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Nelson. Steps away. He's going to run it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Washington. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Here's a heat. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
lets it go. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the move, it's Cox. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That gives him 54 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The gun to give to the back. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He finally goes out of bounds, and what a way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Pressure coming. The throw. This time he's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
To the air, it's Nelson. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Second down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Marshall. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bruins. Great job by the back on the option. The Bruins stretch out that lead, and they look like a team ready to ring the victory bell.
I think momentum's a real thing when UCLA and USC play each other, but that Bruins touchdown here in the second half, it's giving them a lot of life, David.
Yeah, and it's getting them excited, the fans excited. They know what this rivalry means. They know what a win will mean, and they know they can ring that victory bell.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 7.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, UCLA. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, number 19.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Cox. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Nelson. Pulls it in, it's Fowler. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. It's a seam wide open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the toss to the left. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Catch in the middle. It's Fowler. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we're
going to throw it over the top of the D. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This should be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Cox. Still running at the 40. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hand.